girlfriends. So, Gypsy Rose is having a girl. Crazy. There's been so much stuff coming out about her. Without a Crystal Ball has been doing videos on her constantly. And I've been trying to keep up with them. It's a lot though, but she just announced, they just did the gender reveal, and she's having a girl. Which some people were commenting on her post that if she really is only 16 weeks, she shouldn't be able to see if it's a boy or a girl yet. But I don't know with that kind of stuff. I, again, have never been pregnant. And don't really know much about pregnancy, so I'm not even sure if that's accurate or if you're able to tell a lot sooner. For some reason, my brain was thinking it was like 5 months, but I feel like you are able to know before then. With this baby horses. So, a lot of stuff has come out. There's a lot of debate whether she will go back to prison or not. Or get fined. I don't know exactly what they call it, but she has some citations out because she has been contacting inmates, and when you are out of jail, you can't do that. It's part of her parole. There's also been a lot of stuff with Ken, that they're fighting, they're arguing, they're not doing okay. You know, if you're in a relationship, you're gonna fight, you're gonna argue. But there's been stuff that he is like they're fighting big time. She also has been coming out and saying a lot of just not controversial, contradicting stuff. So one video, she says that she can stay at Ken's house for a week at a time. The next video says 2. So that could be part of her getting in trouble for staying there too long. So they restricted it. But then there's that whole there's that whole mango situation. So one day her baby is a mango. The next day her baby is, I can't remember which one came first, but then there was an avocado, and then there was a banana. So I don't know if her pregnancy apps just suck, or if a lot of people were saying, see, she's farther along because she's saying it's a mango, and that's too big for 15 weeks. Again, guys, I don't know pregnancies, so I'm not going to speak on whether that is correct information or not, but it is very interesting that it changed. So she had one picture up with the mango, had the next picture up with the avocado, and then changed it to a banana, or banana and then avocado. I don't remember. So just a very interesting thing that she keeps changing it. A lot of people have been saying their sources. They obviously don't really say who that is. They just say family members. But family members are saying they don't even think she's pregnant because she has faked pregnancies before. Godejohn had said that he thought at least twice she was pregnant and just had a miscarriage. So she tends to, and same with Ryan. Ryan said that he thought she was pregnant back in April, and then she just wasn't, and then she's pregnant again in May. So whether that is to cover up who the father is, that's for you to decide. So a lot of her family members think that she's not pregnant. They think that she will just have a miscarriage. It's also an attention thing. She wants to get the attention of being pregnant and then the attention of losing a child. Like, she really just feeds off the energy of playing the victim. Which is where a lot of the other stuff has been coming out. So there has been a lot of reports that she might not even, or Dee Dee might not have had Munchausen's by proxy. We will never know because Dee Dee is not alive anymore, so we can't just ask her, hey, do you think this was necessary? I don't want to get some shit on the comments. I am not saying she was not crazy and she did not abuse her child. I am just saying that there is some stuff that is coming out, medical records, that kind of might contradict what the story was being told. Someone also came out saying that the Munchausen's by proxy came out while Gypsy was creating her defense. So she was trying to not get life in jail, life in prison. And with that, she had to find a way out. And her defense attorneys came up with, oh, well, if you have Munchausen's, then it was more of a self-defense. You had to do it because you thought it was her or you. I'm not going to state my opinion. Well, okay, maybe I'll do my opinion at the end of the video just because I'm not really quite sure. This is a case I've followed for a long time, so it's very interesting that it could be completely the opposite of what we thought. But, I mean, Gypsy, in interviews when she was first in prison, like, I think the first interviews for, like, Mommy Dearest, she, I mean, admitted, my mom taught me to be a pathological liar. She taught me to be a manipulator. She taught me how to get what I want. And I don't necessarily believe that goes away. I think you can understand that, and I think you can change it a little bit, but because it was her life for so long, I think she's reverting back to that, and I think she's kind of just going along with what other people say instead of forming her own opinions on things. But so anyways, so she does have a micro deletion, which is like a chromosomal deletion that can cause a lot of the things that she was needing attention for. Without a Crystal Ball has done a lot of, I mean, she does a lot of more research, and, oh, you're gonna hit someone. So she looked at medical records. She also had close contact with Christy, and Christy was sending her a lot of the medical records, and things that Christy was saying was just the opposite of what Gypsy's going around and telling the media about not getting therapy. But she was allowed therapy, she just didn't accept therapy because she thought she didn't need it, or she was not getting enough therapy. So, God, take a shot every time I yawn. Can you tell I didn't get much sleep last night? So, Without a Crystal Ball is saying that there are medical records that are saying that most of the surgeries or procedures that she needed were valid. But I will say, with Munchausen's, that is part of it. So if Dee Dee came in and said, she's drooling, she has, this is a not related thing at all, because I don't know the facts on this, but if she said, she's drooling so much, she's choking on her spit, she needs her salivary glands removed, then the doctor is going to put in the medical records that is what it is for. So the medical records are telling what Dee Dee told. So they're not necessarily saying that she had that. She's saying, or the doctors, the medical reports are saying, she came to us and this was the case. She had these symptoms, so we think it is this. So just like if I go into a doctor's and I say, I'm having headaches really bad, I think they're migraines. If the doctor believes me, they're going to put in their medical records, has migraines. That doesn't necessarily mean there were any tests. It does not mean that it was true that they had that disorder, that she had any of those things. The only thing that I do believe that she has is the chromosomal deletion in the lazy eye, which can be caused from that, because you can see the lazy eye. So medical records are going to tell the story. They're not necessarily going to say what is true, unless they were done recently. So the chromosomal deletion is not something that can be fixed. They cannot be, there's not a simple surgery or procedure that fixes that. So that will always be there. If she tested 7 different times, it's going to be there. Whereas there are certain things that can go away. They can be helped by procedures. So I'm not really sure where I stand in all of this yet. And I'm not sure if I will, because there is no proof of anything unless she goes out and gets all these tests done and says, look, I don't have any of these things. But then again, I feel like she's lying and manipulating the media to believe what she wants them to believe. So she might not come out with the correct tests because she wants to frame her mom as the bad guy. Part of the other thing, it's not new information, but I have not personally looked at them, but apparently crime scene photos were released onto the big dark web. Not big dark web, like that. The internet is, I'm trying to sound cool, but the internet. And with that, a lot of people are questioning her story. Nick Godejohn's story has not changed at all. All of the details have not changed since he got arrested up till now. He stands by that that Gypsy asked him, that he was helping Gypsy. He thought that there was no other option. And he also stands by that he only did a few of the knife marks. So what happened with the other knife marks? People are thinking it could have been Gypsy. Gypsy, someone else also came out from her prison that said, Gypsy said that she was not in the bathroom the whole time, which was her story from the beginning, that she hid in the bathroom the whole time. And then there's so many things around her story that just don't quite make sense. When they found Dee Dee, she was covered with a blanket. There was a stuffed animal by her head. Nick says that was not him. So if it wasn't him, the only other person there was Gypsy. God, my voice is going way still. One of the other things was her saying she did not stay in the bathroom the whole time. There was one more thing, but I totally just lost it. Don't remember. So they think that Gypsy might have done some of the knifing because there was way more wounds than Nick said he did. So I don't know. It's a very interesting thing because, like, before it was like, well, we can't do anything but believe Gypsy, which is kind of still true because we don't have any other proof. But we are able to look at what she has said and then look at the facts and go from there. Sorry, I'm just watching the construction while I sit at the slate. So I don't know. My opinion is that I don't think Gypsy is as innocent as everyone thinks. I think she's a great manipulator. I think she knows what to say, and she's got a whole team behind her now. She's got attorneys, she's got PR people, she's got a lot of people that are going to tell her what to say and what not to say, which is never going to help us get the truth out of it. I believe that she probably was abused a little bit by Dee Dee. Do I think it was the full extent? No. Of what she's saying? No, not at all. But I do believe it happened, that there was more. I guess my full opinion is that there's more to the story, and there's way more to the story that we will never know, unless Gypsy has a come to God moment and reveals the truth about everything. She can still go back to prison. There can be, because there was 2 different states involved, it can be a federal crime. It was tried on a state level, but if there was ever new evidence, it can be tried on a federal level. And her sister, Dee Dee's sisters, there's rumors that they are gonna sue, because they were Gypsy's closest inheritance. They were Dee Dee's closest inheritance. That was not Gypsy, and Gypsy caused her unaliving. So the next logical thing would be that anything would go to her siblings. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Comment what you think. Again, I will say this every video. If I see hate comments, if I see any fighting, any arguing, I will delete the comments. I'm not here for that. I'm here for constructive conversations. If we disagree, cool, tell me. I love that. But please say it nicely, and don't come at me, and don't come at someone else. This is a positive channel. This is a channel for constructive criticism, and tell me your opinions, but nicely. I have removed comments. I don't have a fear of that. I don't care about being monetized that much or getting a following, because that's not what's important to me. More importantly is everyone being nice. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.